Hi, welcome to howtopam. Today I'm going to show you how to set up your b2evolution blog. Now, after you've got your blog installed, you may have installed some of the existing example packages, or you may have done just a clean install. Okay, if you did not install any of the default example collections when you installed your blog, you will have an empty site. You will have this page here will appear, and you have absolutely no blogs set up on your site. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create your first collection. Now, the best thing to do when you're first setting up your blog site is maybe perhaps make a home page, and that home page will be a main page, and it will display on it links to all the other blogs. So let's choose the main here, and let's set up a main blog. Now you can see here that the developers of b2evolution content management system have already created a nice skin for a home page, and it's a bootstrap framework skin, so it'll be mobile friendly, and it's optimized to show all the links to the blogs, to the most recently blog posts that you've posted on any of your other blogs. So this is an ideal optimized front home page to use. So let's just choose that one. And we're led immediately to a place where we can give a title for our home page. So let's just call this perhaps Welcome to howtopam. Now the next field, now this here field, the title will actually show on your blog up in this area here. The next field is going to be actually in the menu. So you could choose home if you want for a home page. That's a good idea. By default it's set to home. And the folder name that it's going to create inside your system will be called main, and that's okay. You could use it as main, or you can change it to the home page or whatever you like, but main is fine because it'll be the main page of our site. If we go down and look at the options here, we can see that I am the owner, the administrator of the site, and I'm choosing to make the home page public to all. I could choose to use it just to make it just for the login users to see, or for only members to see, but because it's a main page, we're going to make it available to the whole public. Now here it says, do you want to show this page in the front office? And certainly we do, so we'll show it to the public in the front office because it is our home page of our site. Again, we could choose to make it available only to specific people, or we could show that it's never available to anyone to see. Now below the title of our home page, they allow us to put in a little tagline. So let's put a little tagline in here. And we don't really need a description on the home page. If we wanted a long description, we can add it, but I believe the skin we've chosen doesn't give us an option for a description. So let's just save those. And these little banners pop up, green color for success, showing us that we've successfully created a new blog. We can close that out. And there's been categories set up for the blog, and the widgets that come with the skin optimized for the home page have been inserted into the blog. Okay, so here's our new blog, and we have no post on there yet. Okay, but it is our home page. So let's just go back to the front office here and have a look. And there you go. Now this is not the normal picture for the Bootstrap main blog skin. I've changed the photo here, and the background photo is easy to change, but I'll show you that in another video. Now, here is what the default skin has given us. And it has a little container here where all your recently updated blogs, when you get them in here, all your blog posts will be listed, links to them, short links, so that a visitor can actually click on a link and go right to the blog where the link is. And here are all your icons. But if we want to change this a little bit, we do have some customizable features on this particular home page skin. So what we'll do is go back to the back office here now, and we'll choose the home skin that we have here, the home blog, and we'll go to the skins selection here and see what kind of options are available for this skin. Now you can see here that it allows us to change the background image. So you could use the particular image that came with the Bootstrap main blog skin, or you can set a new address here, a new file address, a new file link, and have a new picture set to display in the back here. You can also change the colors here on the text for your title and things like that. So this is the title color and the text color on the page, and the link color. You can change all of that. You can change the width of this container here. You can change the position of this container from middle, right, or to the left if you like. I've got mine on the left because my background image has some logos displayed here, and I want to keep using them. You can change the background behind that image, which will affect the opacity layer of this container. You can change the opacity of this, and if you like, we can make it a little darker just by changing it to 20%. And again, these colors will depend on what you prefer. And then you have a number of other options here that you can change on your skin. Once you're done selecting the options for the skin, we can save those changes. And again, a success banner pops up here showing us that the changes that we've made went through successfully. So let's go back to the front office, and you will see that I've changed nothing other than I've made the opacity layer here a little bit darker so that this here container highlights a little more. Now, by default, the owner of this particular blog page, which in this case is me, the administrator, will have the links, the social links from their profile set in these icons. So to do that, we'll go to the admin area, and if you're the owner, you will be likely the administrator, and you can see we have links here to all of the social icons listed there. And by putting in your own information, and we can do that from here, we can go to edit our profile, the same. And if we go down in here on our profile, we can see that here we'll be able to put our addresses in the social icons. Now, if you don't have some of these icons, if you don't have registration at some of these sites, you can simply just take out the particular address, and when you save that, that icon will disappear from the page. Here again, if you do have a space that's not available there, if you'd like to add it to your profile, like a blog site, you can go ahead and add from the list here and put in a link to your blog. Make sure you use the absolute URL, complete with HTTP and www, and then just go ahead and save those changes. And you will notice again the banner pops up and tells us we've successfully made those changes. And if you look down here, the blog site I added has been added to the list in our profiles here. Again, we get the edit option from our profile, and we can click right here to go to the edit options for our site. All the other blog sites that you create will have social icons in the top corner, and they also will be linked to the social information that you put in here in your profile. Okay, so let's go back to the front office here, and you can see that you may want to add a new background picture. Easy enough to do by changing that link to a photo that you've got, and you can fix up your social icons here, and you can change the text color of your title and of the tagline and of these links in here. So let's go and add another blog up here. We're into this collection area here, and blogs are called collections, and this is our home page. Welcome to howtopam. The next one would just make a standard blog here. Well, let's add a collection, and here again, it's not going to be a photo blog, it's not a forum, it's not a manual, it's just going to be a standard blog. So we'll choose a standard blog for that. And again, we're immediately brought to the place where there are skins available for that particular blog. Now, if you wish your site to stay mobile friendly, you'll want to stick with the Bootstrap skins. They have been built with the Bootstrap framework, and they are mobile friendly. And here we have a Bootstrap skin for a manual, the main, which we've already used, a photo gallery, forums, blog, and just a standard blog here. And we're going to go with a standard blog on this one. So let's give it a title again, which will show up in this area on our blog. And let's call it Linux. We'll call our title Linux is the best. Now, for our menu on our navigation bar, we can just call that something simple that we'll want to appear in there. Now the folder it's going to create for this blog, we'll want to give it a unique name that relates to that. So let's again just call that Linux, and it will create a folder inside our system called Linux, and we'll know where all the information for this blog lies. Again, we'll make this blog available to the public, and we will show this blog in the front office list. Let's put a tagline in there. And we could add a long description this time, and it will be shown, the long description, in one of the widgets on the sidebar here. So let's just say a little bit about Linux. And that's a long description, and we'll see where that shows up. And we can go ahead and save our changes. Now we get these success banners, which tell us that our folder for our blog named Linux has been created, and it's been given permissions of 775, which tells us that the owner can read and write and edit files in that folder, and public can only view. They cannot read, write, or edit, or they cannot write or edit, just read. Okay, and here we have the success banner that the blog was created, and here we have that a default category has been given to the blog, and here we have that the default widgets for this blog skin have been set up. So there we go. Now we've created a second blog, and you can see that we have options to work with the blog here on this side, and we could immediately jump in and make a post from this link here, our first post on the blog if we chose, and we can make a post calling it we'll give the post a title, and we could put a URL, a link in here to a certain web page if we just desired to display a link, which we do not. And then we can go down here. Now, in this area here, we could make a title on our post. We can center our title and increase the font, and choose a nice font family for a title. Maybe give it some color. And we could just say a little something in our blog. Now, this text editor will allow us to even insert a picture. So we've got a little text there. And before we can put any picture in our blog, we need to save the post. We'll save the post there. Again, it's telling us that it has changed the URL slug, which is okay, and the post has been created. Now, we've created the post, so we can add an image if we want. And what we'd like to do maybe is add an image in here. So we can go to this link here on the bottom, and it will open up a window that will give us the ability to browse in our computer or on our server and find some photos. Or we could just click to browse. And we could maybe take this photo here and open it. We can also drag and drop on here. Now you'll notice the photo I've chosen has been inserted and uploaded to that folder that was created called Linux. But we have no options here yet until we refresh this. So let's refresh this directory. Okay. Now here's our picture here that we've uploaded. We have an option to select it in this box here. We can delete it from here, we can copy it, we can move it, or we can edit it. So let's just choose to insert it into our blog. We'll highlight it, we'll select it there, and press the Go button. Now, if we remove this window, we'll see we have successfully inserted a photo into our blog. Now, if we do not like the position of the photo, we can easily highlight it by clicking on it and use these buttons here to move it to where we'd like, and then maybe we'll increase this text a little bit. And let's preview what it looks like. When we press the preview button, it opens up. Here is our title, our main title, and here's the title of our blog page. And here's the little statement we made, and there's the photo. And you will notice that these photos inserted have rounded corners on them, which is very attractive. And you will notice the long description we put in is listed over here on our blog in the widgets. And this particular skin has some default widgets that hold. There's a calendar here, there's your avatar there, there's the long description widget, here's a search widget, here's a widget that lists all the blog categories, and here's some RSS feeds and Adams feeds, and here's comments. If somebody makes a comment, it'll show up here. And there's another widget here where you could edit and add your own little text in here just to make a little statement. Any of these widgets can be removed, and you could add some other ones into your blog. So again, here's your social icons that are linked to whatever addresses you put in when you've edited your profile here. And this is the front page of our blog. And as we create more categories for blogs, the categories in this collection will be here, and the older blogs will get archived automatically into here, and the comments that people make on your blog will show up in this window here. So if you're satisfied with that, we can close the preview, and we can save this now as a draft and continue working on it later. Or we could even save it for the public, or just for the community, or just for the members, or we can save it and make it private. But let's save it for the public here. And it's telling us that the blog has been created. So let us go. We're in the front office here now, and let us go back to our home site that we created. and you can see the post that we created. I Love Linux is right here. We could go to the Linux site that we created, or we can click on that post and be brought directly to the post that we created. There's much more you can do with this b2evolution content management system. It's terrific once you get familiar with it. I'll be showing you lots more that you can do. As far as editing the widgets that are added in this blog, you'll notice here there's a button, a drop down menu, and from that drop down menu there's an option for the widgets, for the plugins, for the skin. These are direct links into the back office that will take you there. Well, we can show the containers, which will show you the site layout of the containers. And within these, the container is the red and the widget is in the blue. And each one adds an edit option. So, as I was saying here, we could edit any of these. We can remove these widgets or edit them with the options that are available. You can see the last one here was just kind of a free space. So let's choose the edit on this particular unit. And you can see the name was here. So let's call it, let's name it now Linux, and let's take out the writing they've got here, and we'll put okay. So we added a little bit there, and we can save the changes to this. And we're immediately brought to all the widgets on this page, where we could edit other widgets if we choose, or we can simply go back to the front office, go back to our Linux site where we edited the widget in the skin, and we can see here that we have still highlighted all of our containers. Let's click this off to highlight on the containers, turn them off, and let's go down and look at the widgets here, and you'll see the recent post we have up, and you can see this widget we've edited. We've written Linux is the best because it is stable, right in there, and you can edit any of those widgets the same way. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed seeing how to set your site up in this simple little video. And as I say, there is much more you can do with this, but hopefully this will get you started in setting up blogs on your own b2evolution content management system once you've installed it on your website. Thanks for watching.